But the final of the men's single, in terms of a physical sense, nothing else compares to sculling. And what the race yesterday was, I've never been in so much hurt in my whole life to get through the semi. And I imagine that something pretty similar is coming up today, so get ready for the pain train.
I gave myself every chance to get into the race and transitioned well. You know, had one look and I was, around the mark early, like through 250, and transitioning into that second minute, I was just like, oh, like you're in trouble here. Like everything's just going dead. There's just no push. It's just flat. And from there, I was just like, oh, I've got a real uphill battle here to really do anything. Like from yesterday, and where I was there to get into the final, that was an absolute belter. Looking back at that to where I'm right now and the result I just had half an hour ago, it's probably no surprises.
The order of priority for us is World Cup, then the selection event, then the state-based racing, and any other national boats weren't required in terms of national championships for our athletes. Partly because the feedback last year was how much racing was done, and there's still too much racing, but it's the thing that we sort of go, we want to support the event, but we also need to know that we're not crucifying people for what happens later in the year at World Championships.
But may I introduce to you Captain Victoria. I
don't want to blow my own trumpet, but last year, who wasn't there to talk to you before the regatta?
The King's Cup, it's a funny one. It's a race that a lot of people are very, very passionate about.
It's been going on for a long, long time between New South Wales and Victoria, and the King's Cup in particular. And obviously you've got two crews that are hell-bent this year on Victoria probably trying to resurrect and get back to where they feel like they should be able to compete, and New South Wales trying to hold on to their winning streak.
Certainly the rivalry between Victoria and New South Wales in the last few years, for me, has probably become less personal and less motivated by the dislike of someone else.
Ball comes, a minute, wherever it is, minute 10, wherever it needs to be, that's when we stand. Okay? And we push. We don't pull, we push. And we push, and we push, and we push until we get in front.
The 125th running of the time-honoured King's Cup gets underway. New South Wales, bottom of the screen. The 6-time defending champions have the edge early on.
The other crews have got to respond now if they're going to do anything. But New South Wales rating 37 strokes a minute. How good does Fergus Pragnell look? There he is sitting in the stroke seat. Look at the guys behind him, all Australian reps. They're saying, we're not giving this to those Victorians, are we?
And they're in 7th heaven. New South Wales continue to dominate the King's Cup. Comfortably clear of Victoria this time around. 7 straight.